Hi everyone. So this video is I'm recording for the CNC software operating training. So today we are going to discuss how to operate the software and make the file for CNC. First of all, we need to open the software. Actually, that window is smaller, that's why it will not get a full screen. We have two softwares. In one software, we need to prepare the cutting files, and on the second software we need to operate the machine. This is the machine operating software, the second one, NC Studio. Okay, so here we can adjust the machine speed, the spindle speed. Okay, this is the running speed and that is the spindle speed here. So first of all, we need to discuss the uh, file preparation. Once we open the software, you don't need to open anything here. Just click here, create new model. Here is the sheet size what you are going to put there. So the default size is 122 by 244 centimeters. Okay, this size is in millimeter, that's why it is showing 1220 in millimeter. It has to be multiplied by 10. Okay, so there is no centimeter unit, only mm is there and inches is there. So right now this is in unit. So once you open the file, you will get this interface. We don't need to work that in 3D, only the 2D one you can enlarge it. Okay, then you can come to vector and import file what you're going to cut. Suppose we have this file, it has to be in DXF format, and that we will export it. Okay, so if I'm going to open any other file, it's going to be here we have like DXF files. Okay, I'm just opening a random file, click open and the file will open here. Okay, you will get this window. Just don't change anything here and click OK. You can get the file here. Okay, right now this file is in 10%. We'll open another file which is in full size, so it will be more easy for you. Also, I will show you how to resize the file. Okay, this is now the full file. Okay, it's totally fitting in that sheet. This is a cutting file. So if you want to check the size, you can ungroup it and click on it. Okay, in each file, so you can exactly know what is the size I'm inputting here. So if what size shows here, that will be the cutting final size. Okay, that's why you need to just double check in case if there is any slightly size change, so you can monitor from here. And the next step is you need to go to the toolpath, click on the object you want to cut, and then select the 2D profiling here. Okay, from here, suppose if you are cutting 18 sheet, so we will put 19 to be 1 extra, so that the cutting is proper and full cut. Otherwise, if the sheet is slightly up and down, some area might cut and some area might not cut. So that's why we need to slightly little bit more depth we need to give. So this is the finished depth. Start depth has to be 0. Okay, profile side here is outside. Outside means from this line outside we need to cut, not the inside of the line we need to cut. Yeah, this is the inside and this is the outside. Okay, so we need to cut outside for this one. I will show you both examples. Okay, the outer one and the inner one. Allowance has to be 0. Tolerance by default keep it as it is. Okay, this is the machine safe Z point. Suppose when the bit goes down, okay, and they do the cutting, and again the bit has to go up and move to other place. So this is the distance you can set from here, how much the bit has to go up and move to the other place. Okay, so this one also don't change anything, by default 30 is okay. Profiling tool, this is the important one. We need to select the proper tool for the cutting. So we have aluminium bits here, and we have the wood and plastic bits here. Okay, so for aluminium we need to select only from here, because the speeds and everything are configured here, okay, automatically by the software. And for the wooden plastic, they have a different speeds here. So maybe you will know, you will say, or you will think that okay, both are 3 milli here and 3 milli here, let's select this one instead of this one. So that is wrong actually. You need to select the proper tool for the proper material. Suppose if you are cutting aluminium, strictly you need to select only from here. Otherwise, if you select from here, the speed is more, the bit will break. Okay, so don't get confused in this two. Always check for this one, aluminium. Then you need to suppose if you open the aluminium tab, there is roughing and 2D finishing. This tab you need to open. There is also 3D finishing. This one we don't need to touch. Engraving also we don't need to touch. Okay, so only the roughing and 2D finishing we need to use. Similar for the wooden plastic also. Wooden plastic also, if you open, you have roughing and 2D finishing, you have 3D finishing, you have V carving, you have OGI and roundover. So they have these are special bits which we are not using. Only the normal straight bits we are using. Okay, right now we will use 4 mm bit here for the 18 mm sheet cutting. So you need to select here and then click the edit. Okay, so edit, this diameter shows the bit diameter. Okay, how much is the bit, the round of the bit. Okay, so this is 4 mm diameter of the bit. And step over means in each pass how much mm you need to cut. We have 19 mm sheet. Okay, so it depends on you. If the material is soft, you can give a higher step down. Suppose if you are cutting, suppose 19 mm divide by 5. Okay, so it will cut in 4 times, 3 full cuts, and the last cut will be 0.8% like that. Okay, so 4 times it will cut. And suppose if you want to cut the 19 in exactly 4 pass, then you need to calculate the 19 divided by 4. So 4.75 you can put it here. If you put 4.75, automatically it will cut in exactly 4 times. If you want to cut in 3 times, so you can put 19 multiply by 3. Then this value you need to put 6.33 or 6.34 you can put, because this value is too long. Okay, so 6.34 you put here, so it will cut in 3 pass. So now our settings, everything is from here is okay. These are, we don't need to change. This is the spindle speeds and the feed rate speeds. Okay, so we don't need to change. Here is the file name. Suppose if you want to make a new you have a new bit like 1 mm bit or something, so you can create like this. You just select the lowest value bit, because it will be smaller than that. Okay, so for suppose for 1.5 mm they have put the smaller speeds here. So you can click on this one, make a copy, a second file will come here. Okay, then you can go edit, you can rename it here to 1 mm suppose, and the diameter also you need to change to 1 mm. Okay, if this value is not changed, the machine will think, if suppose this is 2 and you rename it here, the machine will detect this one as 2 mm, not 1 mm. Okay, this is just the file name only. This is the main part here. The diameter has to be exactly as per the bit size. Okay, so this was just a demonstration. Once you done here, like 1 mm here, 1 mm here, just click OK. That's it. It will save the bit here in this list. So right now we don't need this one. I'll again delete it. Okay, so we need to take the 4 mm bit. As you see here, this is the 4 mm name here. Diameter is also 4 mm. Step down is 5. I will put 4.75 to be cut in 4 passes. Okay, rest of the things are same. Click OK and then select. Okay, so the profiling tool is already selected here now. Okay, let's come here now. If you click here, the same value is here, 4.75, which I put. Step down. From here also you can adjust. Okay, and the rest of the settings you don't change, only this one you can adjust it, the step down. This is the same as how many pass you want to cut. It's the same setting here. So, and this one is the climb mill. Climb mills mean suppose if the bit starts from here it will go this way, okay, and then come this way. If you select the conventional, then the bit will go this way, it will go the opposite way. Okay, so these are the two options for the cutting. Then the sequence, this one no need to do anything here, just you need to select the material. Actually 19 mm you need to select the material thickness as well, because if the material is less here, the machine will stop, it will not cut full 19 mm. And then you can give the file name. Suppose for this part we are giving file number 1, okay, and when you click on now button, it will create a second path. You see the red path now? These are the outer path now here of the object, okay. So if it's cutting outside, you will get exactly this size, okay. If you want to cut inside, you select this object, click here inside, and again click on now. So now the bit will go cutting inside area, okay. So for inside, you need to always see what type material you require. Suppose if you need the full sheet to be empty, these areas to be hollow, like empty, okay, then you need to select inside, okay, so that the inside part, when the machine cut here, the bit will go in this area, so you can get exactly this size, the object size, inner size, okay. If it's outer, you will get the object size and not the sheet. Like the sheet we need to discard, we need the materials to take it out from it, okay. So we'll just select again on the path, I'll click outside and click on now, click on now. So now we created already the object. So like this you can number also. Suppose if you want to cut this object first and suppose this object second, from middle or from anywhere, you can just rename it like 2, okay, or ABC also you can do, but it will come in the sequence already. It will already, you can see here as a sequence 1 2 like this, you can see. So first machine will cut this object, second it will cut this object, third if you want machine will cut this object, you can put 3. This is the third sequence. So like this machine can go. Or if you want to select all together, you can also together click on calculate. Now the machine will randomly select from where it wants to cut. It is as per the machine convenience now. It will randomly start cutting. Maybe it can start cutting from here or from here or from the first one, from anywhere it can start the cutting, okay. So if you have specifically like instructions from where you need to start the cutting, you can select it here as per the file name, okay. So these are the procedure. So okay, now you created the path already, you created path for here and for here. You need to now export the file, okay. That is the last step. Already you verify the size, everything verified here. When you click here, you can know this is the size area, okay. So the width is 58 centimeters, height is 29 centimeters. Now when you are exporting the file, just go to toolpath, save toolpath, and these two layers already come. Now the first layer we rename it as 1, the second layer we rename it as 2, okay. So just select these two, move it here. If you want, from here also you can organize which file needs which area need to be cut first and which need to be cut second. So here also you can make this up and down. Suppose the 2 I make it up, so the 2 layer was somewhere there, I have selected, okay. The first layer is here. So now the machine will cut first the two and then it will cut the 1, because we already make the order here, okay. So if I want to cut the number 1 first, I need to make it that one the up, okay. The first file name which is coming here, that will cut first, the second one it will come second, okay. Now this is the machine file which our software recognizes. So that is the G code mm.tab, that this is the format. There is a lot of formats for tab, for inches, but we need to select particular this one only, okay. This is what the machine recognize. And here we don't need to do anything, save file for spool directly. This we don't need to change anything, you need to just click save, okay. Now just select the destination. Suppose I make the file here test1, and I'll save the file, okay, and then close this one. So just minimize this one, you will see the file is come here test1, okay. So now you need to open in this cutting software. Go to file, file and load. Select here file of types. You need to select the all format files here. Okay, then you can get the all files here. Now I will look for the particular file. This is the file. I will open it. Now the file is already loaded here. It shows here. When the file is loaded, it will show here. Test1 tab. This file is already loaded. Okay, so from here you can zoom in and zoom out. This even by plus minus, by pressing plus minus also you can zoom in, zoom out. There are now few buttons which you need to use. Suppose this one, you need to set the origin first. You need to move the machine head, the spindle. It will have a bit now, so the bit you need to touch with the sheet. Okay, slightly touch only, and then you need to select the origin. Okay, so it will start, that will be the starting point of the machine, similar which we are doing in the plotter machine here. Okay, it's the same idea here. And if you set the origin and then you move the spindle somewhere like in the last or something, you can click here and it will come automatically to the same place which you set the origin. And when you put the cursor on the icon, it also show the meaning of it, like set origin. The next one is move to origin. If you click this one or you press the F7, automatically it will come to the same origin which you said earlier. Okay, calibrate we are not using because our machine don't support calibration there. We are doing manually. This is the simulation. Simulation you can play. Okay, only you need to just see what is cutting there. Okay, it will not start the machine display, but you need to particularly see it because both play are near. If you press this play, the machine will start cutting. If you press this one, simulation, you can just see the simulation only. Okay, so right now machine is cutting first this area. First it's cutting this area, then it's cutting this area, and 4 passes here, 4 passes here. Okay, again and again you can do like this simulation. If you have any doubt or something, like the sequence is not organized, you want to cut the first one this here, or second one this one, then also you can again go back to the file and change it from here. From here you can change it. You can do up and down here. Like we want number 2 to cut first, just put it number 2 to be cut first, you need to take it up, again resave, again come to the same file, test file. Okay, replace. Okay, now it is important here, already we loaded the test file here. Okay, again if we are opening, it will not open. It will open only the previous because it's machine thinks it's the same file, so already it's in directory, it is in this software directly. I will just demonstrate to you. I change the order of the cutting now. This is the file, test. Yes, the file is here. Okay, again I open it, but if I simulate it, still it will cut first this one and second this one. Why? Because the file name is same. So what you need to do in this case, you need to first unload the file. So there is no file in this software right now. Now if you open again the same file, and you simulate it, now you see it's cutting first this one, second this one. So this is the most important thing. Okay, you need to unload the file. If the file name is same, you are saving on the same file, you need to unload it. Okay, and then you need to reopen again, because if you think okay I just saved on the same file, I'll go open it, no, it will not, it will not work. Okay, it will not work. It will cut the same as old file like this. Suppose I just take it directly with the same file name, it will not cut. Even if you change too many things there, it will not cut. It will just take the previous file. You need to specially unload the file, then take open and load a new file here. Okay, so this is important. If you change if you do some changes in the file, you need to unload and again unload and again load the file.
Have a name upside now.
Yeah, now the name is there. Okay, from here you can adjust the machine up and down, left, right, up and down. Sorry, forward, backward, left, right, up and down. Okay, so y and y minus, y plus, it means going backwards, and this is going forward. The x is on left side, so it will move the spindle to the left, and x plus will move it to the right. The z, it will make the spindle up, or z minus, it will make the spindle down. Okay, in jog mode, if you press this one, continuously the machine will move. Okay, if you press like this, or but if you select here like 0.1 mm, then when you press this one, it will just move 0.01 mm only. Suppose if you put 1 mm and you move like this, it will move only 1 mm.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the precisions which you can select depending on the machine movement. Okay, so especially this we are using in the Z calibration when we are putting the sheet and we need to touch the bit with the sheet, so we can use this calibrations. Suppose the bit is near na, you can select 0.1 and you can press several times so that the bit touches the material a little bit only.
Yes.
Okay, because if you are doing it the jog, or you put Z in the bit will go inside the sheet, or the bit might break because it is not running, it's not spinning. If it's not spinning, the bit is very delicate, it will break very easily. Okay, so when the bit is running, then you cannot break it by pushing it down, because it will make a hole there already. It will like drill it there. So especially you need to select like in small precisions to move the spindle. Okay, so these are the main settings here. After that you calibrate it, just push the bit just push the bit to the bottom to touch the sheet, and click the origin button. Okay, so the machine will think now these values are all 0 0. So the machine is thinking that this is my starting point. Now if you press the cutting, if you press the play button, start, it will exactly start from that area. Okay, that will be the starting point of the machine. Then the machine will move according to the sheet area. Okay, so this is the important thing. You need to always select the proper area starting point for the machine, and there are hinges on the sheets also. When we are touching the hinges to the sheet should not move. You need to see where we can put the head, so we can avoid the hinges. The head should not touch the hinges. Okay, so these are the total things. From here we are just doing the file preparation. Okay, and saving and opening here in another software and cutting. That's the most thing we will use it here. Okay, if there is any particular more things that the experts, which person is more expert, they can do it here. If there is any changes or like a preparation of additional files or something, that it's depend on the designer. He will do it from either from the software or either from here the ripping software, the Artcam Pro. Usually we do files always in our Illustrator, so we don't need to create anything here. Directly you will get like a ready file like this. You need to just set the values here. Okay, select the bit, the depth of the bit. Okay, select again the material here, file name, put the file name and click on now. That's the most steps you will follow always for the cutting. So there is nothing more, and just go to save all these files. Suppose you are now putting test 2. Okay, so this is the most thing you will do, and this is the easiest way you need to operate the machine. There is nothing more you need to do. Okay, there will be test 2 file now. 1 minute. Test 2 here. If you now simulate, you can now see the machine where it is cutting. One by one it is cutting like this. So this is the sequence of the cutting. From here you can know how the machine has to cut the files. It's just a simulation showing to you. Okay, if you want to stop, just press again that one. That's it.
Sample. We the cutting file will like a rectangle.
Mm.
It will be start from the corner. Okay, So we
Sincere
don't
memory.
want, because of sometimes the break
We
the
set
gun.
to
Mhm.
We need to
post
start from
spelling
this
also,
point.
yeah.
Mhm.
How we need to do.
Okay, that I'll show you.